Hello friends, welcome to the Antim Khoj YouTube channel. Why does the universe operate according to certain rules? Why do we get trapped in the world that we create? Can Māyā ever be destroyed? In today's video, we will explore answers to these questions. Advaita Vedanta views this world as a creative expression of Brahman. According to this philosophy, this world is Māyā, an illusion. Māyā obscures the true non-dual nature of Brahman and creates a realm where duality, the perceived differences between things, becomes apparent. The soul perceives various animals, birds, trees, plants, and objects, leading it to believe in the diversity of the world. According to Advaita Vedanta, the soul, essentially, we, are not separate from Brahman. However, due to ignorance, we have forgotten our true Brahman form. As we come to understand that this world is an expression of Brahman, we can conclude that we have created this world of illusion. Now, you might wonder, how can we get trapped in a world that we have created? I will illustrate this with the example of a silkworm. The silkworm eats mulberry leaves and weaves a cocoon, a fibrous cover of silk fibers, around itself, becoming trapped inside the self-made cover. After a few days, it begins to undergo transformation and reaches the pupa stage. At this point, it starts secreting an enzyme called fibrin, which weakens the silk fibers. As the silkworm progresses to the pupa stage, it undergoes profound changes and eventually transforms into a moth. The moth then breaks free from the weakened silk fibers and flies out of the cocoon. In this analogy, the silkworm symbolizes the soul, while the cocoon itself represents the world created by the soul in which it becomes trapped. The silkworm's transformation signifies the sadhana, or self-examination, performed by the soul to uncover the truth. The pupa state symbolizes the attainment of knowledge, and the fibrin enzyme represents knowledge itself. The weakening of the silk fibers by the fibrin enzyme symbolizes the removal of layers of ignorance through knowledge. The transformation of the silkworm into a moth, after breaking the cocoon and flying away, represents the soul's realization of its true nature. Recognizing its form as Brahman symbolizes breaking free from the illusion of the world and attaining liberation. Through this example, we can grasp how we become ensnared in the world we create and how, by recognizing our true nature, we can liberate ourselves from this illusion. We can also escape the constraints of the world. According to Advaita Vedanta, it is our ignorance and ego that keep us from understanding our true nature. With the attainment of self-knowledge, duality ceases to exist, and the ego born of duality dissipates. We transcend the bonds of Māyā and attain freedom. However, does Māyā itself get destroyed once we achieve liberation? The answer is no. Māyā is indestructible. It is a creation of Brahman and, as such, cannot be destroyed. Just as the cocoon is irrelevant to the silkworm after it emerges, the existence of Māyā holds no significance for the liberated individual. Once liberated, they transcend Māyā and no longer regard its limitations. There is no end to Māyā, but through self-knowledge, one can transcend it. Saint Kabir also speaks of abandoning Māyā. While many say that we should reject Māyā, true liberation lies in transcending it. The one who tries to escape the illusion often finds themselves further entangled in it. Hence, we should seek the truth and strive to overcome the illusion. Let me illustrate the indestructible nature of Māyā with another example. Imagine you travel to another city for work and book a room in a guest house. Upon entering, you notice a picture in front of you. On the wall, there's a calendar. You see that the calendar displays the wrong month and approach it to change it, only to discover that what you thought was a calendar is actually a reflection in a mirror. The real calendar hangs on the wall behind you. Because the mirror's frame was obstructed, you mistook the reflection for the real calendar until you gained knowledge of the mirror's true nature. For a time, the reflection seemed as real to you as the actual calendar. Now that you see the complete truth, does the reflection in the mirror disappear? No. Whether you are aware of the mirror's truth or not, the reflection will persist. However, your understanding of that reflection has now shifted. You can distinguish between the real calendar and its reflection. Similarly, even after attaining liberation, Māyā continues to exist. However, the liberated individual recognizes their true nature as Brahman, seeing Māyā for what it is, a transient illusion. The essence of the liberated being is beyond Māyā, yet they acknowledge that it remains as part of the cosmic expression of Brahman. According According to Advaita Vedanta, Māyā separates us from our true soul nature and entraps us in a false reality. By becoming reliant on this illusion, we lose our freedom, distancing ourselves from our true form as Brahman. Therefore, Māyā itself is considered a form of bondage. We can observe the bondage of Māyā through universal laws, cosmic principles that govern the universe. The universe operates on specific rules known as universal laws. Everything within it is subject to these rules, which serve as limitations. These limitations encompass physical constraints, like the speed of light, sound, and biological limits such as physical abilities and age. Environmental limitations, including finite natural resources, as well as constraints of time and space, all contribute to the bondage of Māyā. These constraints bind us and deprive us of freedom. Since Māyā keeps us from ultimate liberation, it is known as bondage. Thus, we can conclude that this world, bound by cosmic rules, is indeed Māyā. In contrast, Brahman is always free and independent, perfect, unique, infinite, and unchanging. Therefore, Brahman exists beyond all restrictions and limitations. The rules of the universe form the framework of Māyā, that is, Māyā expresses itself through these cosmic rules, which cannot be violated while we are living in this world. Just as the reflection of a calendar in a mirror cannot be erased, knowing the real calendar allows us to disregard its reflection. In the same way, upon realizing the nature of Brahman, a person becomes liberated and disengaged from Māyā. On the surface, even a liberated individual may appear bound by the consequences of their actions and destiny, yet deep down, they remain unaffected. Never forget that there is always a reason for every incident in this world due to adherence to cosmic rules. Hence, miracles or extraordinary occurrences do not take place here. Some events may appear miraculous because they exceed our understanding. But if we analyze them closely, we will discover their root causes hidden within cosmic laws. The goal of Advaita Vedanta has never been to destroy Māyā or perform miracles. Rather, its purpose is profound. Advaita Vedanta teaches us to transcend this world governed by cosmic rules, a realm devoid of limits, restrictions, and bondage, leading only to freedom. That's all for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you.